awesome. I wanted to go ahead and do a live video, so this is completely unedited in every single way. So if there's weird things that happen, dog barks, fireworks, anything, I just want you guys to know this is completely live. So I really wanted to take some time away from my Casa Brews 4700 and show y'all a little more of my ECP DeLonghi. This is the ultimate, in my opinion, budget espresso, good quality setup. Watch Tom's Coffee Corner. He has so many great videos on the ECP. Everyone has kind of had this. This is really a staple for home espresso. If you were looking to just kind of put a toe into the espresso world, what would be a good one? I'm telling you right now, read the forums, go on Facebook, watch YouTube videos. This one is awesome. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is the higher end model. It has the aluminum on the side. This one, it's still a home appliance. And the way it's set up here, I have aftermarket, of course, portafilter on it, and some good stuff that I've done, like this, that I've changed, and I'm using stuff that's extra. But here, guys, I'm going to tell you my big secret. I'm really cheap. I'm like one of the cheapest people on the planet. I like finding good deals. I like going on AliExpress, Amazon, eBay, mainly AliExpress and Amazon, finding good tools for cheap. So it's definitely out there. And this has been a workhorse. I used this solid for a big part of the year. I really loved it. There's some videos I've already made about this, but I just wanted to kind of swap out my setup here. I do have, of course, my 4700, but I kind of wanted to use this a little bit more. So these definitely have, what I really love about this particular one is that the brew head is a boiler. It's a boiler setup, and it actually heats up everything, and I love that. That's just more of that old school type standard, and you could literally put your portafilter in with your basket. This is an IMS rated basket, 20 grams. Picked it up, I believe, on AliExpress. I have it here just getting hot. So a lot of times with my 4700, it uses that heating element where it's an instant heat. So because of that, it's not heating the portafilter. So my brew basket isn't getting hot. So a lot of times I'll have to shoot water in there to raise that temp to make good espresso. You don't have to do that. Just give it some time with this. I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace. I want to say it was either $35, $40. It retails for about, I've seen them as low as 100, depending on which ECP you go with, as high as 200. But it really just depends on where you get it and if you get on deals. Open box, that's the way to go. When you go from one machine to another, one of the things you're definitely going to need to do is kind of dial in your espresso. So this is a live video, like I was saying. So this literally might be me making some failures live. But I'm going to go ahead and get some beans started. And today, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use this again. This is the Birdie from Vietnam. It's a 50-50 Arabica and Robusto. So I'm going to see, I haven't used this on this machine. So that's the main reason why I'm doing that. I want to see the results. So like I said, this is a 20-gram portafilter. And what you really don't want to do is you don't want to overfill your beans in the portafilter. This is a completely manual machine. I don't know if I'm going to use the scale. A lot of folks kind of get on me on that, but I might use the scale. But it's actually kind of rare that I use the scale. The one thing I do love about the 4700, it is a automatic machine. This is totally manual, so you need to be aware of that kind of stuff when it comes to how much water you're putting in. How many grams of water. We'll see. I might be feeling crazy. It is 4th of July. Fun fact. So something that I don't know if all of us in America realize, but did you know having coffee is actually quite American? After the Boston Revolution, you know, tea was considered British. So tea time became coffee time. And that was actually one of the big proponents in America for coffee houses. I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. When I think of coffee, I do think of the New World. I do think of America and Colombia and Central America, all the great coffee producers. I use the I use the Timor C3 Chestnut Pro. I'm going to grind my beans with that. So I kind of have everything set up for the brew head size, the 54, I believe it is, millimeters of the DeLonghi, and the 58 millimeter setup of more of the standard traditional espresso machines, like commercial stuff. That's for my 4700. So a lot of the tools that I'm using are going to be different tools than I normally use. So that's you know, you think about that, you're going to use multiple machines, you're going to have to get multiple tools, and I've already kind of done that. Here is a gauged pressure calibrated tamper for the 54, and there are a lot of that tends to be, you know, I think if you're looking for budget espresso, it's either going to be 54 or 58. Yeah, my wife's a big tea drinker. She likes it British style with cream and sugar. And I was just teasing her right now. I told her I'm gonna go in the office and make myself some American coffee. It's 4th of July. I'm gonna be American. We're not having a tea party. Well, we're gonna do a tea party here. We're gonna have a coffee salute to America. I hope you all are having a good 4th of July, spending some time with your families, chilling, relaxing. I told my wife, both my wife and I work in the insurance business. We work for separate companies. I do more of the commercial high-end stuff for a bigger company, and she works for more of a local company. And I was like, today, the 4th of July, we are sleeping in. We're used to waking up really early and working with customers. All right, almost. Yes. So you know it's all done. Spin that around. Like I had mentioned before, I do tend to use a catch cup. I am going to go ahead this time and just do my ground shaking with the 3M Bomber blind shaker. This one is the same portafilter size. So it's the 54 millimeters. Alrighty. Yeah, I really dig the 3M Bomber stuff. If you guys can't tell, I've been using a lot of this stuff. Love 3M Bomber. Oh, I don't think I'm completely straight in here. Dang, bummer. There it goes. Cool. So give this a good shake. I do find that it has a little bit of retention. I did grind the beans at a 6, which is basically the smallest recommended. I hope I don't stall out the machine. The grind size might be a little bit, needs to be a little bit higher. And that kind of goes, like I said, it's just dialing it in. I'm going to give this a little bit of a good clean, make sure there's any moisture in there. It's nice and hot. Like I said, I love this ECP because it does so much work for me. It heats everything up. I dig that. Ooh, dang, that is hot. Woo, that is hot. Just burnt myself. Cool. Now, I am kind of crazy. I like to do a lot of WDT work. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of a guard on there. I don't have the same type of round WD tool that I have for my 58 millimeter, but this one works great. I bought this on AliExpress for like $6. So again, another good way to do it cheap. There we go. Good, good. I like that. There we go. Perfect. Dig it. Alrighty. So, looking for my distribution tools I tend to use for this. Whoops. No, this is for the wrong size. There we go. Hiding. Actually, I might use a different one. So one of the biggest things, again, this kind of goes down to dialing in. I put 20 grams in this, but it definitely, if you could see when I put it in here, the coffee's not completely being filled up to the top. So a lot of that distribution, I mean, it is getting some distribution, what I just did. It's kind of a moot point, and I probably could have went with a little bit higher dosage of my espresso. But that's okay. I'm going to tamper it. I like this because this is a level tamper. And I do feel it being extended all the way down. And that's because, like I said, there's a lot of room in that. I wish I knew where my puck screen was for this one, but I don't know where that one is. I'm going to have to find that later on. But if you want to see that, there we go. This is going to create a lot of room, probably in my opinion, unnecessary room inside the brew chamber. But we'll find out. Let's see here. And for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and put that bad boy on. This is my shot mirror, and I'm going to bring it on the camera so you could all see and judge me. Oh, man, I almost forgot my scale. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough room with the scale, but why not? Let's give it a shot, see where we're at. Let me tear this thing. Okay, it is teared. We have a scale working. And let's go for it. Man, it's been a long time since I've used this thing. Not bad. Not bad. Man, I think I still got it here. Didn't have to dial it in too bad. Now, I do like to go with more of the Longo style shots. So, you know, that's what I like. Man, it looks good. Yeah, I'm really happy with those results. We're at 20 grams. I'm going to shoot for 40 and stop there and kind of have more traditional, more of that traditional double. And maybe we'll do another one. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Oh, 42.5. That's not too bad. 43. Oh my goodness, look at me. Let me clean up this. Leave that right here. So let's go ahead and give this bad boy a taste. Looks really pretty. Nice. Yeah, I like that. It's definitely more that traditional double size. Ooh, that is a delicious shot. Man, I forgot how great this ECP can give good results. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is delicious. Oh man, I really like that. Wow. Good crema. Good coffee. It's like I said, it's a 50-50 blend of Robusto and Arabica. The beans are from Vietnam, and I like that. Yeah, I dig this. This is really good, man. I might go ahead and pull another shot here and just see what the other results I get with my maybe my Kogi um, younger brother beans. But man, that is really good. Oh, I can't get enough of that. So, like I said, if you're looking for an espresso budget setup, this is a great way to go. I love it. I dig it. For the price, I got it on Facebook Marketplace. Made sure I descaled it and cleaned it really did. That's what I would recommend. I've had friends or family say, "Hey, what should I get into that's kind of a on a budget?" This is perfect for on a budget. Now, y'all also want to give you a little bit of inspiration because, like I said, this is faith and coffee bean, and one of the things I've been doing on these videos, just sharing a little bit of scripture, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to continue to share from the book of John. So, in John chapter 1, in my last video, I got just a little bit of John chapter 1. And this one I just really love. This is a cool scripture that I think that a lot of people, when I think 4th of July, I think of what makes me thankful. And one of the things I'm thankful for, I'm thankful in our country we have the freedom to worship the way we want, to love the people we that we want to. We have freedoms, personal freedoms, and even if you're not a Christian, that's okay. This is a great country where everyone gets to make those choices. And personally, I love that. I love that people get to make the choices that they have in life, and life is all about choices. So in John chapter 1, it says, "There was a man sent from God whose name was John. This man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, and that through him all might believe, excuse me. He was not the light, but was sent to bear witness of the light. That was the true light, which gives light to every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him," and that's a capital H, that means Jesus. "And the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as receive him, to them he gives the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name. We were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God." Now I'm going to leave it right there because I think that's a lot of scriptures. It's a lot in there. This is a big, big chapter with a lot of cool stuff. I think right there it tells us the main message is that Jesus is the light, and he's going to bring light where people can't see. And I've shared a lot of why I started this channel and why I'm doing it. I grew up going to a cool Bible college, and I was a pastor, not anymore, but I used to be. And worked in a Christian coffee house and spent a lot of time in a Christian coffee house. And a lot of the light that I've had in my life is because of talking, hanging out with other people, drinking coffee, socializing, getting to know people. Also, getting to know people that are not just part of my faith, other people. I have a lot of friends and a lot of people coworkers and that I work with that might not have the same beliefs as me, but one of the things I've loved is sharing how Jesus has affected my life and sharing that in a way that's really cool with him. And in a coffee house, you kind of get that experience. I like it when a coffee house is all welcome. So, I mean, enough of that. The biggest things I'd encourage y'all is just look to that light, which is Jesus. Seek out the truth. And, the biggest thing is that, basically in that scripture, it says we're not born, not of blood, nor the will of flesh, nor the will of man, but of God. The Bible talks about accepting the Lord in your heart, and that's what we're born out of, is realizing who God is and talking to God and reaching out to him. I hope y'all have a great holiday. I am going to try to pull one more shot here. This might be a longer video. I appreciate you watching so far. Remember to like and subscribe. This is a new channel. Let me know if this is helping in any way. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to give me a suggestion, I'm open to it for sure. But I want to try this out one more time. I am going to go ahead and pull a shot. And I think I might even swap out the portafilter. So, the size anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and get this clear. Got to move some stuff. If you don't have a knockbox, I highly recommend it. See, it had some liquid on there. Like I said, there was a lot of room up top. That's basically what that means. There was almost too much room. So this is what I'm gonna do. Cool thing is, I'm a geek. I'm a coffee geek. I already have another portafilter right here. So, and I already have one. This is an 18 gram, I believe, IMS basket. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a portafilter holder. But, oh no, it's cold. So, what do we do with the cold portafilter? Let's raise that temp. So I'm going to go ahead and run some water through it really quick. Don't be shy with your water. Let it go for a bit. Get that thing hot. All right, that should be good. And now, while that's getting hot, I'm gonna make sure that everything's clean here. That's gonna get some water in there. Let's go ahead, just for the sake of it. I wonder, should I try the same beans? Why not try the same beans? So I'm going to go ahead and measure out some beans really quick. And again, I was using an 18 gram, excuse me, a 20 gram basket. So, and there was a lot of room in there. This time, this is an 18 gram, and I'm going to stick with 18 grams. I might even go 17. As I remember with this particular unit, I kind of feel like it does get a little overfilled. So I'm actually going to go with 17. That's 18. It's pretty close to 17. Oh, there we go. 17. 17.2. Good. Gives us a little bit of room in there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did before. I'm actually going to go with the same grind size. I actually think that was pretty decent. That's been my experience with these Time Wars. I go almost as low as the recommended settings are to get a good espresso results. There we go. Let's give this a swirl here. Okay. Yeah, I dig using the manual. I definitely want to do an upgrade to one of the electric flat brew setups, so maybe like a DF54. There's a lot of good stuff out there. I just have it because I'm cheap. That's the best way to put it. I just don't want to spend the money. But I've already joked with my wife. I think this Christmas I'm going to do that for myself. Alrighty. Almost there. So I actually upgraded that. Normally it's a rubberized, what are they called? It starts with a B. The wand where it has like, it's rubberized in the middle and it has like an outside that's metal. I didn't want to go with that. I don't make a lot of milks. I tend to drink just my espresso straight, the way the Lord intended. But, you know, I'm sure I've had some really great results with my 4700 Casa brews, and I know a lot of people have had good results with this particular, that particular wand, especially after you do the metal upgrade, or just replace it. There we go. There we go, almost there. Well, just when I think I'm almost done. Oh my goodness. This one's taking forever. All right, let me get my 3M Bomber blind shaker. Make sure it's ready to go. Definitely want to make sure it's straight in there so that when you put the top on, it's flush. See right there, that's not. So that's not good. There we go. Alrighty. Man, seriously, what's going on? There we go. Perfect. There it goes. All right. Okay, so blind shaker's loaded. Let's give it a little bit of a shake here. All right. Ooh. Always make sure you have a dry portafilter. Yep, there we go. Nice and hot too. Yeah, I'm so glad I ran that water through it. Here, let me kind of push this down a little bit so y'all can see this. Okay. Also keep in mind, when you put the metal on, just take away the heat a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna put the collar on this. Oh man. Got the collar in there. Other basket got stuck. Giving it some WD-T, some love. Some WD-T love's always good. Make that even extraction. See, I could already see what a difference with this basket, where that 20-gram basket on this particular setup is really deep. All right. Oh, man. Don't jump everywhere. Cool. Let's do some distribution. Okay. This distributor, I love it. I've had so much just amazing results with it. This one also has a tamper on the end, and I'm not really using it for tamping purposes. I sometimes I do that just to test the height. But I've had really good results with that particular distributor. And this tamper, this is one of these AliExpress tampers. It's that calibrated, so we know it's always going to be straight. Looks good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's definitely, let's see. Let's see how the results are. It's all we can do. Let me grab a clean cup. Oh, I guess this time we'll do the scale too. Why not? Try to get the same extraction. Tear that bad boy. All right, scale teared. Take shot count. Oh man, goodness gracious. Touch the shot counter by accident. Alrighty. Let's see how this looks. Not bad. A little bit of a donut. Nice. I think this was a pretty good extraction. Nice amount of crema. I'm going to try to stop it right at 40. Again, this is 18 grams versus 20 grams. All right. Yep, went over like last time. I'll just pull it right now. All right, let's give this a little mix here. Love the way that looks. Nice crema, super creamy. Very nice. Again, this was 18 grams versus the 20 grams. Let's give it a little taste. Oh, yeah, that, believe it or not, this one, it's weird to think this has less coffee in it, but it almost like it tastes richer. It's odd. Very similar water levels. Oh, I don't know, maybe I just had a better extraction, or maybe it was more even inside the portafilter. Very delicious. Very, very delicious. Like I said, I think I'm going to start making a couple more videos with my DeLonghi. I love it. It's been a while since I've used it. Since I've got the Casa brews, I've just been using a lot of Casa brews, which is great. It's a great machine. Good for the money. Wow. Ooh, that's good. Oh, man, I dig that. That was a really nice pull. It tastes delicious. Well, I really hope you have a good 4th of July holiday. Blessings to you and your family. I really appreciate you watching. If you watch this whole video, you're my hero. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If there's any suggestions, like I said, any questions, anything, I love hearing from y'all. So I definitely appreciate that. Again, have a good holiday. Hope you and your family have a good one. Everyone stay safe. Keep your animals safe too. We are a big animal family. We got 3 little dachshunds, and they go crazy on nights like this. So stay safe. Have a good one, and thanks so much for watching. Cheers. Have some good espresso.